Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribed to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Now let's get into 6 NBA players who had life-threatening injuries. Number 1. Joel Przybilla. A product of the abysmal draft class of 2000, Joel Przybilla actually had one of the better, longer careers among that draft's lottery players, even if calling his offense limited is one of basketball's greatest understatements. Still, he was a ferocious rebounder and effective shot blocker at 7'1", and was in the middle of his 10th pro season when his Portland Trail Blazers faced the Dallas Mavericks on December 22, 2009. During that game, he landed awkwardly after a rebound play and ended up rupturing his patella. Videos of that play show the big man in great pain as teammates and officials tend to him soon after. Przybilla missed the rest of the 2009-2010 season, and while he played 3 more seasons after that gruesome injury, he only played a total of 75 games in those seasons combined, most of them as a reserve.
Let's just say that, and Joel Przybilla, one of the toughest guys on the team, and you can tell right away that it was going to be something that doesn't feel good. I mean, this season has been unbelievable in terms of injury.
Number 2. Baron Davis. The reason Baron Davis ranks so low is because he was already past his prime when the injury happened. But as he had just turned 33 at the time, he could have spent at least 2 more years in the NBA, even as a reserve role. The injury took place in May 2012, in Game 4 of the New York Knicks playoff series against the Miami Heat. As Davis was streaking down the court on a fast break play, the 2-time All-Star point guard crumpled to the floor, almost folding like an accordion, as he had torn his right ACL and MCL. He was expected to miss the entire 2012-2013 season after undergoing surgery, but that playoff game against the Heat turned out to be his last game so far. He did attempt a D-League comeback earlier this year, which lasted all of 6 games.
A drive, tough shot, misses, rebound tipped out. Here comes Davis. Davis falls down and he's hurt. And they call a travel on Davis as he's calling out more help. Davis goes down, smiling, but badly hurt that right knee. And we're going to show you the replay as he gets nice gesture there from the Heat.
Number 3. Clark Kellogg. Fans of today know Clark Kellogg as a basketball analyst, but gamers may know him as one of the voices on commentary in the NBA 2K series. But once upon a time, Special K was a 6'7" power forward who averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds in his rookie season in 1982 and 1983. And while his performance did tail off a bit in the 1984 and 1985 NBA seasons, it still felt like it would be a matter of time before he'd play in the NBA All-Star Game. That never happened, as knee problems took Kellogg out for most of the next 2 seasons. His NBA career was over in 1987, and at only 26 years of age. But instead of hitting bottom like many early washouts do, he embarked on a new and ultimately successful career as a basketball analyst.
1985-86 has been a tough year on the court for one Clark Kellogg. He spent most of his 5th year in the NBA hobbled by arthroscopic surgery on his knee and the subsequent difficulties in recovering and getting back to 100%.
Number 4. Jay Williams. For a time, it looked like he was a foregone conclusion. Duke point guard Jay, formerly Jason, Williams, was going to be better than his white chocolate namesake in the NBA. He was picked 2nd in the 2002 NBA draft behind Yao Ming, and joined a Chicago Bulls team that had 2 promising young bigs in Tyson Chandler and Eddie Curry, veteran guard Jalen Rose, and versatile forward Donyell Marshall. And while his rookie year wasn't as good as hoped for the blue-chip point guard, he did show some nice signs of improvement towards the end of the season. Then June 19th, 2003 came, and he suffered a series of injuries in a motorcycle accident, including a damaged ACL. The injuries, as well as an addiction to painkillers, ended Williams' NBA career after 1 season, and an attempt to crack the hometown New Jersey Nets for the 2006-2007 season turned out to be a failure. He now works as a college basketball analyst for ESPN.
Anybody to see it, but now it's so funny. It's war wounds, things that help you remember where you came from, and this is obviously where I had 100 staples in my leg.
Number 5, Bobby Hurley. And we've got another Duke point guard who entered the NBA with great expectations, but saw his career jeopardized by a vehicular injury. Unlike his fellow Duke blue chippers Grant Hill and Christian Laettner, Bobby Hurley didn't enjoy much success in the NBA, debuting in the 1993 and 1994 season as the Sacramento Kings' 7th overall pick. Despite some ugly shooting, his career was starting off on a promising note, though his rookie year ended after just 19 games, following a car accident where he was thrown from his SUV. Though Hurley suffered life-threatening injuries, he recovered quickly enough to play in the 1994-1995 season. His game, unfortunately, failed to recover. He was no longer the same player as he rode the bench for the Kings, then the Vancouver Grizzlies, before leaving the NBA in 1998 with a career average of 3.8 points, 3.3 assists, and 35.3% shooting from the field. Number 6, Bill Walton. 5 years after Lou Alcindor, later Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, took the NBA by storm as a rookie in 1969 and 1970, another UCLA center joined the NBA with extremely high expectations. We're referring to none other than Bill Watson, who was already injury-prone as it is when he entered the NBA, but nonetheless made an immediate impact and won an NBA championship and the MVP award for the Portland Trail Blazers. Strangely enough, Walton missing the 1978-1979 season following his MVP campaign wasn't on account of his own medical woes. He was holding out due to his unhappiness with the Blazers' management and how they dealt with injuries in general. But the broken foot that had ailed him in Portland ruined his tenure with the San Diego Clippers, and he ended up playing just 47 games in 1980 and 1983, missing the 2 seasons in between. And while he did get healthy enough, by Walton standards, in 1983 and 1984, and won 6th Man of the Year honors with the Celtics in 1985 and 1986, he was a mere shadow of his old MVP self at that time. He officially retired in 1990, 3 years after playing his last NBA game. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.